So one day, like, I was sitting in my room and I was doing my work, and my father came to my room, and he usually don't ask me about my trading. He usually don't discuss me about my trading profits and how is this all going on. He don't discuss to me. He don't usually sit and discuss with me all these things. But I was doing some work in my room, and he came to my room, and he started asking me about trading. I think that someone might have told him something. He came to my room and he started asking me like, how is your overall trading going on? So I replied him that yeah, it's going good. He asked me like, ये क्या ऐसा कुछ चीज़ है जिसपे हम like profit बना सकते हैं, इसमें पैसे बनते हैं? और because he is having a complete different perception about the market, because he is coming across many of news, he is talking with his friends and all of these things, and he got a perception that in a short run you can make money, but in the long term you are going to lose all that money, and you are going to you are not going to be profitable at the end of year or at the end of 2 year. It is not it is not possible to make money from the market in the long term. This is what in a short note he is having a perception about the market. So he asked me like, is that something that you can rely on for your longer term, like for your future? So I replied him, yes, like it is something which we can rely on. So he asked me like, how do you make profits? Like, do you make profits? So first of all, I said him that yes, I make profits. Then he asked me about what is the in percentage terms, what is that number that you make over the months. Then I said like somewhere around I make on an average 4 to 5 6% return, because there is sometimes that I may just like on 1.5%, 2% also in some months, but according to how my strategy performs, right? And but there are months in 1 month I generate 17, 16, 17% of the return in a month. So these are exceptional. This happens only once or twice in a year, but on an average I make around somewhere 4 to 5% amount of money. So he said that really. Then I said him yes. Then he asked me to show my PL to me, right? uh, I was shocked because my father never asked me to show my PL. My father never showed interest in trading and stock market. He was just like having a mindset that ye kya kar rahe ho, something do MBA and all, and uh, go in a formal traditional way. But he never asked me, but that day he was asking me about my PNL. I think that he would have somewhere in my mind that I may be telling lies, right? So he asked me about my PNL. I showed him my PNL of that particular month, and in that particular month I have made somewhere around 3.5% that month, right? So I showed him that this is my net realized profit. These are the trades which I have taken. This is my overall charges which I paid to the SEBI and all. Then he asked me about charges, why this much of charges? My overall net realized was 3.5% on, and my capital it is 1.5% of my overall charges which I have paid, and I was showing in equity. So my father asked him why do you pay so much of charges and all those things. That is a different thing, right? Then he asked me if you are making money, then why do I come across many people, why do I come across many news channels that shows that stock market is gambling? Many people say stock market is a gambling. He is having a perception like that because the society has made that perception in his mind. The reason is because he come across many of the news which tells that stock market, we can't rely on stock market for longer term. It is a kind of gambling. We can make money in the short term, but in the long term we can't make money. So he said that if these all things are there, but and you say that you are making profits month by month, so how do you make profits, and what is that the person who are making losses? So I said him that the persons basically there are what I found is there are only one specific reason why do people make losses in the market, and the reason is in a hurry to make more money. Basically majority of the people which I talk to, majority of the people who have lost their money in the market, my basic job is in my wherever I am working right now. My basic job is to talk to the clients about their trading performances and suggest them how do they can improve, right? So he asked me about that, and I said in that there is one a specific reason why do people, most of the people, lose money in the market, and the reason is in a hurry to make more money very fast in a short period of time. They want to make more money. That is the reason they take more risk on their capital, and they overall they end up losing their capital. Then he said how, what is the risk, how this all thing works. Then I explained him that, for example, if you have 5 lakh rupees of capital, right, and if you are going to do option buying with that, because option buying is something that that you can make from 5 lakh rupees 15 lakh rupees in 1 hour, or you can overall like lose 5 lakh rupees completely, because it is highly risky instruments to trade. Basically this is not any kind of instruments to invest in, this is not any kind of instrument to trade, this is just a kind of insurance to your assets. But people make it into a trading, where people do it trading and all, that is a different thing. So he asked me like so how does thing work, how this thing work, like how the people make losses. So I explained him that if you are going to take overall more risk on your 5 lakh rupees of capital, for example if you have just 5 lakh rupees in your account and you just started trading in option buying and you started doing option buying, right? So option buying is highly risky, and you are going to like invest all your, you are going to put all your 5 lakh rupees in a single trade in option buying. That is highly risky, and there is a 50% possibility that the trade might go against you or that trade might go in favor of you. Yeah, there will be sometimes that you are going to make 2 lakh 3 lakh rupees on a capital of 5 lakh rupees in a like very short period of time, in a 1 or 2 days, in a even 10 minutes 15 minutes, right? But there will be days when the trade will go against you, and if you will not do proper risk management, there is a very high chance that you are going to end up losing all your capital. So I said in that this is the only reason I believe, like people want to make money very fast, they don't have mindset of business, they don't have this, they don't think it as a business, they don't take it with a patience in the market. Like slowly you can make money adding, just by adding the money. Like for example if you have 5 lakh rupees of capital, you make 50,000 rupees from that 5 lakh rupees of capital, and just then take complete risk on that 50,000. It is good because your capital is now safe, you are just taking risk on your profits. But people what usually do, they take more risk on their capital. So I explained him about this. Then he asked me like तुम कितने ट्रेड करते हो, like तुम कितने ट्रेड लेते हो मंथ में. Then I showed him my trade book, and in that month I like somewhere I took around 7 to 8 trades that month, right? So 7 to 8 trades जब मैंने उनको दिखाया, then I said him like these are the 5 trades जो आपको रेड दिख रहा है वो मैंने लॉसेस में बुक किया, लाइक वेरी स्मॉल लॉसेस और वेरी स्मॉल ग्रीन, लाइक बहुत ही कम पैसे उसमें प्रॉफिट्स थे, और वेरी स्मॉल दैट आई कंसिडर इन लॉस. और ये मेजर 3 प्रॉफिट्स थे मेरे, दैट इज़ समथिंग लाइक ये मेरे 3 प्रॉफिटेबल ट्रेड्स है, ये मेरे 5 जो मैंने ट्रेड लिए मैंने लॉस में काटा है. सो like he just look at me and he just said that you have took like 8 trades in a month, and out of 8 trades 5 of your trades are in loss, 5 of your trades you have cut in loss. Then how you are saying that you are good at this, or how you are saying that you can make money in the market? Because majority of the trades you are making in losses, so you might not be a good trader. You have to learn more, you have to take the courses and all, you have to like just get more experience in the market. Then I like explained him the like how do people make money, whatever I learned through in a journey of 3.5 years. I explained him that it is not about how many of your trades are in profits, how many trades are in loss, because according to your setup, I said that according to my setup, my 8 trades, my like 40 50 60% of the trades will be in loss, right? I told him that whatever the trades which I take, right, there is just a 50% possibility that that trade might go against me, or there is just a 50% possibility that that trade go in favor of me, which will give me more money. So he said this, what is all these things? I don't understand, like make me understand in a simple language, simple terms. Then I showed him that मैं अगर कोई भी ट्रेड लेता हूँ, ठीक है, उसकी 50% पॉसिबिलिटी है दैट वो मेरे सही जा सकता है, कितना भी अच्छा सेटअप हो रहा है, कितना भी एनीथिंग लाइक इट कुड बी द बेस्ट सेटअप इन द वर्ल्ड, इट कुड बी आई वुड बी लुकिंग एट एवरीथिंग, डेटा, टेक्निकल्स, एवरीथिंग, बट देर इज़ जस्ट अ 50% पॉसिबिलिटी टू बी ऑनेस्ट कि वहाँ से वो जा सकता है, अदरवाइज इट इज़ गोइंग टू गो अगेंस्ट मी. देन आई आस्क्ड हिम दैट रिस्क मैनेजमेंट इज मस्ट, बिकॉज प्रॉफिट इज़ नॉट समथिंग विच इज़ श्योर दैट इन दिस ट्रेड यू आर गोइंग टू मेक प्रॉफिट. सो रिस्क मैनेजमेंट इज स्मॉल, like risk management is must. Whatever the trades which I take, I assume that this much of the money I am putting on my risk, and this much of the money I am going to lose, right? So whenever it comes to my losing amount, whenever the trade go against me and it comes to my losing whatever the money I have put for my losing, whenever it reach at that level, I just cut the losses. Then I said in that it is not about losing or profits, it is about like when you occur loss, so your loss should be small, like and whenever you make profits, your profit should be bigger than your loss. That is only thing which you can be make profitable in the long term, right? So he told me like show me the P&L of next month. I showed him the P&L of next month as well. So the same case was there, like out of 11 trades, I have made somewhere around 7-8 trades मेरे उसमें गलत थे. And overall I have closed that month in green and with a good profits like 4-5% profit. So I showed him that this is the thing. मैंने काफ़ी सारे ट्रेड्स लिए, जितने जितने ट्रेड्स लिए अगर उसमें मेरे को लॉस हो रहा था, so I cut that losing trades early, and whatever the trades which was going in favor of me, I kept on holding that trades to make more profits, so that all these losses can be covered in single trade. And you will not believe that whatever the profits I make, I just make that my overall like 4 to 5% of the trade which I cut in losses, it nearly, my losses is nearly about 0.7 0.8% of my whole capital. And whatever the profits I make in one single trade, that is around 3.5% on my overall capital, not on capital which I deployed on the trade, on my overall capital. So it is somewhere a very good risk reward, like whatever the amount I am risking and whatever the reward I am getting from that trade, right? So these all things I explained him. Then he got some idea like how you can make money, how you can be profitable in the long term with all these things. Then he asked me like there will be a month when you will be not making profits. I said yes, there are months like when I don't make profits, like my whenever like market is completely against me, and whatever the trades which I take, it goes and it comes down, and I have to cut it on my cost, and cost are in losses. There will be trades my like no profitable trades will be there in that one. That is the reason I I'll overall cut my overall month in losses or cost to cost. Then I asked him like how do you cope up with all those months, how do you manage those months, how do you know that this month you are going to have all these trades and losses? Then I said that when you will have experience in the market, then you will understand your strategy, whatever the, that is the reason many people suggest, many big traders in the world suggest that you need to follow one strategy for more period of time, like for around 2 to 3 years. Then you will completely get an understanding of your strategy, that how your strategy performs in overall market, in a trend market, how does it perform, in a downtrend market, how does it perform, in a sideways market, how does it perform. So you will get a complete idea about this. Right, so I said him that now as I have used my this strategy in like overall all different kind of markets, so now I am aware that how this strategy performs. So whenever that kind of situation forms in the market, I just reduce my risk. I just don't do anything, I just reduce my risk, because I'll take trade. There is, as I said, there is just a 50% possibility that that trade may go against me, that trade may go in favor of me. So I just reduce the risk, I just reduce my position, I just keep on taking the trades. If all the months goes in losses, it's fine, like I don't lose much. But whenever the situation becomes better, whenever the overall market sentiment gets better, I just increase my risk. And for that I basically overlook at market index, major index is there, like nifty, like bank nifty. I look at that and I overall conclude that how the market is going to be. So this is the thing, this was the all thing which I explained him. And I believe like he was talking to my uncle, and he said that yeah, he was convincing other that yeah, but there is nothing like we can't make profits, big players, big people are doing that. But yeah, it is something that you have to do with discipline, you have to do with proper strategy, proper risk management, proper strategy. So this was all the things which I informed him, and this has completely changed his mind about the trading. This has given him a completely different mindset about the trading. So this was all for you in this video. This was a thing which I was thinking to share with you all about the experience which I had with my father about my trading, how I convinced him. So if you are someone at my place, like if your parents just keep on telling you that this is not something which you can make money, show them their P&L. Don't convince them, don't try to talk to them anything. Just sit and just try to tell him that this is something which I am doing, this is something like how the profits are going to make, how the profits are like being made in the market. So this is something like how risk and reward works. So if you will explain these things according to my experience, whatever I had gone through, I can say that your parents will understand, and your parents will take care of it, and he will not resist them. After that, he had never asked me about anything, and never stopped me, like do whatever you do, like but do it with all your heart. This is something which he always says. So thank you so much for watching this video. Stay tuned for the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.